All right, we got to get those potatoes in the ground. We can't keep waiting forever. The weather's nice. We just got so much going on right now between milking now, and we got lots of lambs on the ground. Little projects we're trying to get finished and get the garden in. She's got a lot of the seeds in. We've got the plastic laid, and we're going to plant potatoes. And last year we did that by hand. The rows were all crooked, and then digging them, they were at different depths and didn't quite work out well. And what I've always wanted to do is get a potato planter. So one of the things that we bought this year is a potato planter. That's it right here. Now that's pretty small. Yes, it is. Absolutely. That's not going to fit on the Belarus. No, I don't think it will. It's too small for that. Maybe it would work. I don't know. I have the little Subaru tractor. That's what I bought it for, to put on the Subaru. And I figure I'll always keep a little small tractor around because it's handy for this kind of stuff. But right now the Subaru is not fixed. I bought the parts. I just didn't get around to fixing it yet. So a friend locally was storing this machine in our workshop for the winter, and I asked if I could borrow it. It's actually a really neat little machine. He's interested in selling it, so if you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, I'd like one of those, send me an email, because yeah, he's thinking of selling it. He isn't going to need it, but it's a pretty neat little machine. It articulates. He's got a bunch of different attachments on, including a hoe for digging holes. This is for cleaning up stumps and stuff. It's hydrostatic. Engine in the back, and like a little 3-point linkage on here. And so we're gonna hook the potato digger on that. All right, pretty simple. We get inside here, nice little comfy seat, a brake pedal, forward, reverse, gas is on there, and then get your loader controls. I'm actually curious to use it. I've never used it other than I just took it out of the shed and brought it in here, but I'm very curious to see how handy this little thing is, because it'd be neat. I don't know if I can pick up a round bill with it or not. I have literally no idea, but we're going to try planting potatoes with it, and we got to take care of that this week for sure. So the way this works, these wheels drive it. So when you put them in the ground, that's going to turn the central shaft. There's one drive wheel on either side, turns the central shaft. On that shaft, you can see that it's not really a sprocket, but let's call it a sprocket just because I can't think of any other word right now. That belt it's running a belt, which you can see there, and that belt has these scoops on it. Okay, so we're going to fill this bin full of potatoes. They're going to roll down. They're going to land on these little fingers. One potato in, and then it comes down and it drops them down in the hole. And that's going to provide us the right spacing between the potatoes. You drive faster, potatoes fall faster. You drive slower, potatoes fall slower. The spacing stays the same. It's got this little guy to dig through and make a little furrow. Potato drops in right behind there. And then this guy hills it right away. So you have it all hilled. They're all at the same depth. Everything is done wonderfully. It's got this sort on the back. This will bolt in here. I'm going to assemble it all later. And it's got a little seat. I don't really know why the seat's on there. I mean, you're sitting in the tractor, you could keep an eye on the bin. I don't know why I need the second guy. But anyway, we do everything as a family anyway, so somebody can sit on the back while somebody else is driving the tractor, just to make sure everything's running right. I believe, I haven't opened it yet, but I believe this is a seat cover for the seat. I don't know what else would be in there. And then these are markers. There's one for the left, one for the right. They will go in there, in this hole, and they basically just leave a little groove, so when you get to the end, you can turn around, you follow that groove back, and that keeps the spacings all the same. So I'm very excited to try this. Like I said, I've been wanting to get one of these for quite a few years. Even in Canada already, I wanted to get one. I try to spend money on things that only make money. So our vehicle is pretty old and junky. It doesn't really make us any money. This will save us time, and time is a very precious commodity. It's something you run out of. In the comments, a lot of people were asking, or at least a few people were asking, why we would put plastic in the garden. It's not necessary for your climate. What else did I see? There's a bunch of different comments. The main reason we put plastic down is not because our climate requires it, although it does give you a faster season or a longer season because it warms the soil up sooner, but it also does not allow the soil to dry out. So we don't always get rain here. We have long periods of dryness, and having the plastic on there keeps it nice and moist under there, which allows things to grow. But the biggest reason that we do plastic, and we started doing plastic gardening probably 5 years ago, maybe probably longer, 6 or 7 years ago, we started gardening with plastic, and the main 100% main reason for doing it is weed control. You spend so much of your time pulling weeds Like I said, time is your most precious commodity. You can't get more of it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And we like to do other things than pick weeds. So by putting plastic on and growing in the plastic, the weed pressure's gone. Your crops can grow much better. And obviously you have the other added benefits as well of moisture retention. So anyway, looking forward to setting this up and using it this week. Also, just got somewhere, oh, it's in the shop. I will go there next. Oh, we're gonna finish this guy up as well. This isn't quite done yet. Justin worked on it for a little bit yesterday. Got the front and the back walls done. So we got greenhouse plastic on the top, on the back, the front, plywood here. I got to build some feed bins on here yet. Well, we can probably do that once the chickens is in. I want to get them in there. So I got this bar, never got welded, so it's got to be welded yet. And then I got to put chain on here. So with 4 guys yesterday, we actually each grabbed a corner, lifted the wheel up, and we moved it very easily. Just rolled backwards and forwards. But the plan is to attach a chain on here, so that we lift this up. One guy can just lift it up, hook the chain, lift that up, hook the chain, and do all 4 corners, and then roll this around. That's the plan. You might be that guy. What do you think? Maybe. We also still need to put a door on that side, and on this side, other than cleaning this all out, I've got some fake grass, this green stuff that needs to roll in here, and that'll allow the eggs to land on there, not get banged on the wood, and come down here and not bang on this wood and break. And then the last thing that still needs to be done, we've got to make a lid for this so that nobody eats our eggs. That'll work out. Anyway, over to the shop. The next thing that takes a lot of time is when you're harvesting the potatoes. The weather never seems to be favorable for it either, and it can be time consuming. So we bought this. Now that is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. My first time actually seeing this. Oh, I think it's not completely assembled. It'll look a little bit bigger maybe. But the goal with this, you drop this in the ground on each row, and the potatoes get scooped up, go in here, the dirt rattles out, and you're left with potatoes laying on top that you can pick up. And it eliminates the need for a shovel. And that's the hardest part, shoveling it, shaking it up. So now we're just going to drive up the rows, and we just walk behind with a pail and pick up all the shovels. This runs on PTO, and it'll actually rattle it, so that will shake up and down and try to shake the dirt off the potatoes before dropping it back in. And again, it's very small. I didn't buy this for the Belarus. We're not planning on doing, 40 hectares of potatoes. We're going to keep it small. It's going on the back of this Shibaru when I get it ready. Oh, looks like Wes already started on the door. Now there's the value of homeschooling again. Wes has learned how to weld. Now they might not be perfect, but I'd say that's pretty good. It's going to hold. All right, that one needs a little bit more work, but some of my welds do too. The main thing is he's got it square, I'm assuming, because there's a square laying here, and he put 4 corners together and he built the door, and he did it with a welder. How many other kids do you know his age that could do that? I didn't do that. I was just in the house getting my hair cut by Ainsley. Speaking of which, how many kids Ainsley's age can cut your hair? That's all the beauty of it. There's so many things in life to learn. Yes, you should learn your subjects, your math, your history, your language studies. All those things are very important, but there's also life skills that are important that you won't learn in a school setting and you can learn here at home. Including mechanics, which is what I came in here for, a tractor. We got to get that thing running so we can run all the implements. We got to get this door done right now so we get those chickens out and get them eating some grass. Alright, finishing touches to the field to get it ready. Just gotta smooth it off a little bit, which we use the harrows for. So they take the dirt and they put it from the high spots down into the low spots and just help smooth off the field. some big clumps in it. And every year that's going to get improved on as we work more organic matter into the soil and help break up the clay. I can already see in spots where we did put straw down, it's a lot looser. And we'll just keep working with it. But it's good enough for what we want to do right now. We're going to go ahead and get the potato digger hooked up to my friend's machine, and we'll see how that works. All right, we're getting this guy ready to go. Wes is already at it. So that goes in the back, like I said before, is for a seat. That's the seat. Doesn't look like the most comfortable thing, but I mean, you're not supposed to sit here and read a book or nothing. It's just a quick seat. Now he's saying the welding's not super straight.
The holes aren't lined up or something.
And we have encountered that before, that it's kind of a quick job and the pins don't always match. We have that with the attachments on this tractor as well sometimes. So I'll put down the camera, we'll work with that, but anyway, that bolt's on here. The seat's gonna bolt on the top of this, and then we're gonna get these side markers hooked up. All right, now comes the fun job of loading it. For the record, I do work sometimes, but Wes doesn't really do camera work, and so I have to film him working. Don't bruise him. I'm not sure if that actually matters or not.
I'm not sure either, but I don't want to break the plastic tips.
That's a good point.
How do you open this thing?
Oh, I do have a knife. I got my knife on a cord tip today. So 30 kilos a bag. Looks like we can get in probably 4 bags. At least 3, eh? Before we have to fill it up. And we have 750. Well, no, I sold some, or traded some, I guess. The guy that owns this loader, excuse me, that's not our loader. I traded some seed for using that loader because my tractor's still not fixed.
There.
That one had a hole in it?
Yep. Jam in there now.
If you put those chicken feathers in there, we're gonna grow a chicken?
Right.
That would be pretty cool. Bent already. You're not supposed to fill it.
Take 2. Oh yeah. Works great. There we go. I think it might work. Yeah. In his defense, he's never drove this machine before. So I just want to point out that this is the first 2 rows. This is a big gap. These are the second 2 rows, but he's like squiggling all over. And he's always pointing out with us girls, when you're doing it, make sure the rows are straight because everyone's going to see it. Just going to put a sign up that says that Arend did these ones. Right at the end. It sure beats having to put them in by hand.
Is that better?
Watch out! He's coming at. Beep, beep, beep. Wide load. He's smiling now. Wow, that sure makes a difference. Oh, there's potatoes going in there. Look at, see, they're going up over that thing.
All right, while we're planting potatoes, looks like Justin's got this screwed on here, which is pretty cool. I love it when things come together. So then he must have moved it, I'm guessing. You got her to move?
Yeah.
How hard is it to roll it?
Uphill with the bumps and stuff.
A bit challenging?
The children won't be doing it.
No. Well, and then there'll be chickens in the way later too. It'll probably make it heavier.
If they're on those cross members, it will be.
Yeah. Still
I
though.
needed to get some more length so I could get inside to hold the other one.
Ah, yep. Not enough extension cord. So, but she's off the ground.
Is that all right?
And it's working. Yeah, I think that's gonna work good. How'd you get the? Oh yeah, you just get a little hook in there.
Yeah. And it's
Lift it up, hook it. So now the only concern is that little axle's gonna bend on us. But I mean, you're not bouncing it down the road or nothing. It's pretty cool.
I just use a screw at the top bar and weld it.
So I can just try it and see if it moves. Oh yeah, it rolls right away.
Yeah, it's not bad.
This is uneven ground, right? So
Yeah, you can tell because when you look from the other end, it's like...
it's all crooked, yeah. Sweet. A few more finishing touches and she's done.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful